Unie family. My name is Lily, a lifetime lover of all things Unie, and we just wanted to send a little bit of love to all of you in the form of a very sweet and beloved poem with some of my very sweetest and beloved friends, just to remind us all that life on the loose can be lived even from the comfort of our own living rooms. This poem articulates some of these things that camp has taught us, that we all hold so much internal resiliency, and that vulnerability is a strength, and that gratitude is magically and powerfully transformative. So thank you all so much for taking the time. Wishing you lots of peace and well-being during this time, and just know that the Unie family is for real and it is forever. So without further ado, here is If I Should Have a Daughter by Sarah Kay. If I should have a daughter, instead of mom, she's gonna call me Point B. That way she knows that no matter what happens, she can always find her way back to me. And I'm gonna paint the solar systems on the backs of her hands. That way she has to learn the entire universe before she can say, oh, I know that like the back of my hand. And she's gonna learn that this life will hit you hard, in the face. Wait for you to get back up just to kick you in the stomach, but getting the wind knocked out of you is the only way to remind your lungs how much they like the taste of air. There is hurt, fear, that cannot be fixed by band-aids or poetry. So the first time she realizes that Wonder Woman isn't coming, I'll let her know she doesn't have to wear the cape all by herself. Because no matter how wide you stretch your fingers, your hands will always be too small to catch all the pain you want to heal. Believe me, I've tried. And baby, I'll tell her, don't keep your nose up in the air like that. I know that trick. You're just smelling for smoke to lead you back to the burning house, to see if you can find the boy who lost everything in the fire and see if you can save him. Or else find the boy who lit the fire in the first place to see if you can change him. But I know she will anyways, which is why I'll always keep an extra supply of chocolate and rain boots nearby, because there is no heartbreak that chocolate can't fix.
Okay, there's a few that chocolate can't fix, but that's what the rain boots are for, because rain will wash away everything if you let it. I want her to look at the world through the underside of a glass-bottom boat, to look through a microscope at the galaxies that exist on the pinpoint of a human mind, because that's the way my mom taught me, that there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this, my mama said, when you open up your hands to catch and wind up with only blisters and bruises. When you step out of the phone booth and try to fly, and the very people you're trying to save are the ones standing on your cape. When your boots will fill with rain and you'll be up to your knees in disappointment. Those are the very days you have all the more reason to say thank you. Because there's nothing more beautiful than the way the ocean refuses to stop kissing the shoreline, no matter how many times it's sent away.
You'll put the wind in win some. Lose some. You'll put the star in starting over and over. And no matter how many landmines erupt in a minute, make sure your mind always lands on this funny thing called life. And yes, on a scale of 1 to over-trusting, I am pretty dang naive. But I want her to know that this world is made of sugar. It can crumble so easily, but don't be afraid to stick your tongue out and taste it. And baby, I'll tell her, remember, your mama is a worrier and your papa is a warrior. And you are the girl with small hands and big eyes that never stops asking for more. Remember that good things come in threes, and so do bad things. And always apologize when you've done something wrong, but never apologize for the way your eyes refuse to stop shining. Your voice is small, but don't you ever stop singing. And when they finally hand you heartache, when they slip war and sickness and hatred under your doorstep and offer you handouts on street corners of cynicism and defeat, you just tell them they really ought to meet your mother. Between Lily, Maddie, and I, we have 25 years of loving the place of Friends, and that pales in comparison to the generations and histories that have happened at camp and the amount of love that has been there. But right now, right here in this time in history is when we really need that love most. So I hope whether you're a camper, an OEE instructor, a counselor, or whatever part of camp you embody, I hope you're staying brave out there, and I hope that you are showing as much gratitude as you possibly can. We've had this poem performed for the past 5 years. I've had it memorized since I was 15, but now it's your turn. Memorize a poem, a story, a skit, something fun that you can do while also staying safe, and share it around the Unie community. Give us a little inspiration too, because I really hope that this poem inspires you. Thanks so much, and stay strong, Place of Friends.